Hi my dear students, welcome back to another session. In the last class you already learned the search of genetic material. We discussed two experiments. The first experiment is conducted by Griffith. He is proposed the transformation principles is proposed. But unfortunately he is not explained the biochemical nature of genetic material. And the second, the biochemical nature of transforming material, it was explained by three scientists, Avery, MacLeod and McCarty. But most of the scientists are not convinced with this theory. The scientists have thought that maybe protein also act as a genetic information. So the scientists have to get confusion between maybe protein or DNA. Out of these two, any one of the material is acting as a genetic material. So the question is remains like that only. Then later, in the 1952, the first time Hershey scientists are experimentally proved that the DNA is act as a genetic material. Protein is not act as a genetic material. So the today topic is the genetic material is DNA. The genetic material is DNA. Right? Hershey and Chase, the two scientists are Hershey and Chase. These two scientists are they provide the experimental evidence for only DNA is act as genetic material, and proteins are not act as a genetic material. Protein is not act as genetic material. So further they conduct the experiments on bacteriophages. You know that bacteriophage, it is a virus which has the capacity to infect the bacteria. First it is going to attach on bacterial cell wall. Later it is going to communicate or argument with the bacterial cell wall to make the pores on bacterial cell wall. The latter, the genetic information is entered from virus to bacteria. Then later the bacteria, it is thought that this genetic information, it is also its own genetic material. Then it is allow the replication of virus genetic information. Then it going to produce number of virus particles within the bacterial cell. So this is information regarding bacteriophage. Right? They conduct the experiments on bacteriophage. And you know that the bacteriophage, it is a virus which has the capacity to infect the bacteria, and also it can kill the bacteria. So that's why these bacteriophages are called as what? Bacteriophages are called eater of bacteria. Right? How they are going to infect the bacteria? First they are going to attach to the bacterial cell wall. Then the continuous dialogue is occurred in between virus to bacteria, and this virus make pores on bacteria cell wall. Later, so some information is enter into bacteria cell, enter into the bacteria, or nothing but we can call as what here? Host. Enter into the bacteria from virus. The latter, this bacteria, it is thought that it is own material. It thought that it is own material of it material of bacteria, then it allow the replication. It allow the replication is nothing but what? Doubling of such material in within the bacteria. So for that what happened? Now it is going to freely replicated in within the bacteria. Virus particles are replicated in host cell. Host cell is nothing but what? Bacteria. Now this Hershey and Chase. Now this Hershey and Chase, they started the investigation which is the material is entered into the virus to bacteria. It is whether DNA or protein. So for that they started the investigation. Here, so to know which material is entered into bacteria cell, to discover that, it means it is whether DNA or protein. So for that they continue the experiment. Further experiment is continued. Now they prepared the scientists are cultured the bacteriophages on medium, right? Here they prepared two types of medium. One medium is containing radioactive phosphate molecules are present. In another medium, it is containing radioactive sulfate molecules are present. So experiment at the time of 1952 they conducted. So before that they have some knowledge regarding DNA. It means nucleic acid component. Nucleic acid is made up of nitrogen, sugar and phosphate. And also in the 1950 Chargaff rules and regulations also be there. So they have some knowledge regarding nucleic acid which is made up of nitrogen, sugar and phosphate. And like bacteriophage is outermost layer is a protein, that is a capsid layer, and inner side is genetic material is present. So some basic information they know that. Now some bacteria are growing on a radioactive phosphate medium and some other growing on radioactive sulfate medium. And here this radioactive phosphate which is help to construction of the DNA but not construction of the protein coat. So further one bacteriophage is become as a radioactive DNA containing bacteriophage, right? In the second medium they added radioactive sulfate. So this sulfate which is not involving in construction of the DNA, so maybe it is going to involve in construction of the protein capsid layer, because some amino acids are containing sulfur containing amino acid we already discussed in the 11th class, methionine. So this amino acid is become as protein. Such protein is useful to construction of capsid layer of bacteriophage. So for that what happened? In second medium the bacteriophage is become as a radioactive isotope containing sulfur of capsid. Like two bacteriophages are emitted. Let's write the point. Some bacteriophages are grow on radioactive phosphate, P35, radioactive phosphate medium, right? And some other grow on some other bacteriophage phases grow on which one? Sulfur S32, sulfur radioactive sulfur medium, right? So this is first medium 1, this is medium 2. Now what happened? Medium 1 containing radioactive phosphate which are involved in construction of DNA. Now what happened? So in the first medium, such a bacteriophage become as a radioactive DNA containing bacteriophage. Okay. Next, in the second medium, what? Radioactive sulfur is present, which is useful for construction of protein. So it means such bacteriophage is become radioactive sulfate contain bacteriophage of capsid, right? And here you have to notice one point here. In first case only phosphate, nothing but DNA is radioactive. Okay, and this phosphate is not involving construction of the capsid because phosphate have no role in construction of the protein. So protein coat is not radioactive. What the point? In the second case what happened? Here only capsid is containing radioactive sulfate, but not DNA. Why? Because the sulfur, it is not useful in the construction of the DNA, because the DNA is made up of nitrogen, sugar and phosphate, not by the sulfate proteins, right? Now these two bacteriophages, these two type 1 and type 2, these two bacteriophages are infected to normal E. coli bacteria equal to. Now this type 1, type 2 bacteriophages are infected to the normal type of E. coli bacteria. Okay. Then as usual what happened? So these bacteria are going to get attached to the bacteriophages or attached to E. coli bacteria, right? And second, something is, or some material is transfer from virus to bacteria. The latter what happen? So this material is replicated. It means number of daughter molecules are formed. Molecules are formed in host cell. Okay. Sorry, this is 32 radioactive 32 phosphate, and this is 35. Okay, look at the diagram. Here we taken medium 1, prepared medium 1 we prepared. Second medium 2, medium 2 is prepared. In medium 1 what we added, a radioactive phosphates which is labeled by P32, and here a radioactive sulfates we added, that is S35, labeled by radioactive isotope, right? Now on this medium we grown on some bacteriophase which was grown on this two medium. Now you already know that the bacteriophase here, this is a bacteriophase which is also known as eater of bacteria, right? And this one is called as what? It is capsid, which is made up of protein, you know that. And inside of this capsid, here this is genetic information, it is nothing but double stranded DNA, right? Here also same, this is bacteriophase, capsid and DNA, genetic material, right? Now in this case what happened? Now in this case, so this phosphate which are useful to construction of genetic material. So for that what happened? So for that, so construction of DNA means that DNA is become as what? Radioactive. Okay, and the capsid is not radioactive because it's not involved. But in this case what happened? This sulfur which is not involved in the construction of DNA, but it can help in construction of capsid. So capsid becomes what? Radioactive, right? Okay, then this two are mixed with bacteria. Here this is a bacteria, one small bacteria which was E. coli bacteria, E. coli cell. First what happened? Attachment. It is attachment, right? Here containing what? Genetic material. Later infection. Okay, now it is going to make a small pores on bacterial cell wall through this pore. So this genetic information is entered into the E. coli bacteria. Now this is a E. coli bacteria which is already bacterial genome, but here some amount of virus particles are entered. So which was what? Which was, it is a DNA labeled P32. Okay, now what happened? It going to replicate, it going to easily replicate in within the bacteria. Now it become as, after infection, here outside it is a capsid, like outside number of capsids are and remain like that only. Okay, the second case same, here also the bacteria is attached, bacteriophase is attached, and later infection, it is a virus particles, virus DNA, right? And number of virus particles, it means capsids which are remains present outer side of the medium, right? So let's see the conclusion. What the conclusion is given by Hershey and Chase. Conclusion: Conclusion 1 and conclusion 2, right? In conclusion 1, he says that in medium here, this bacteria which is infected by virus which had a radioactive phosphate. So such were noticed in bacteria. So it means that what? The infected material, the transformed material is what? DNA, which is transferred from virus to bacteria, right? The bacteria which is infected by virus that had with a radioactive phosphate. So such material, it was noticed in host cell or nothing but E. coli bacteria. Then what is the mean? So it means that the virus containing DNA is transfer into bacteria, right? So that it is genetic material, right? In the next experiment, in medium 2, this normal bacteria which is again infected by virus which had with a radioactive capsids. So such were not noticed within the bacterial cell. It means from virus to bacteria, proteins are not transformed. Proteins are not received by this bacteria from virus, right? In the second case, these bacteria are infected by virus which had with a radioactive sulfate S35. But such molecules are not noticed within the bacteria. Such are not noticed in or within the bacteria, right? So the conclusion is what? The conclusion is proteins are not transformed. Proteins are not transformed from virus. Only DNA is transformation material which is already given by Griffith. Only DNA is transformation material. So there is no doubt. Only DNA is act as a genetic material. Protein is not act as a genetic material. And here in centrifugation is a spinning of round and spinning of one instrument which is useful to separation of virus particles and bacteria. Okay, centrifugation is useful to separate the virus particles from bacteria, right? Let's see here after centrifugation what they noticed here, outer side of the cell which are noticed radioactive isotopes are noticed. Radioactive, which one? S35 is noticed, right? Not within the cell. So this is actually conclusion is given by Hershey and Chase. Next, properties of genetic material. Properties of genetic material. Nothing but DNA versus RNA. Okay. So Hershey, Chase and their experimentally proved that the DNA is only act as a genetic material, but later subsequently they know that RNA also acting as a genetic information in some viruses like tobacco mosaic viruses and QB bacteriophages. In such case, RNA is act as a genetic information, right? Then why only DNA is acting as a genetic information? Why not RNA? The question is raised. So for that, some criteria is there. When we calling of genetic material, it should be follow some characters, right? At the right points. Here, exceptions of Hershey and Chase. Here, in some organisms, like tobacco mosaic virus and QB bacteriophages. In this condition here, in these organisms, RNA is act as a genetic material, not the DNA is act as a genetic material. The question is what here then, why only DNA is act as genetic material, and why not RNA? RNA also they are going to perform on dynamic functions. Beside here, the RNA is also performing like it is adapter, and it is also act as biocatalyst. Then why we are not considered as this RNA is a genetic material? So for that, the criteria of genetic material. So when we calling of one nucleic acid is a genetic material, it should be follow these characters. The characters are, the first one is a replication. It should be replicate itself. Okay, it should be a replicate itself. Autonomous cell organelle, right? First one. And second is stability. So this molecule should be chemically as well as structurally stable. Which molecules are chemically as well as structurally stable, so that we can consider as a genetic material. So one of the character, this one is. Next, expression. Expression also important. It have to express itself and it code. It have to express itself and it should be follow the Mendelian laws like inheritance. And also it should be code for proteins. It should be code for proteins. Next, mutations. So this molecule should be allow some little mutation. They have to allow slow mutation for evolution. For what? Evolution. And fifth point is ubiquity. QUITY, ubiquity. It means it should be universal. It should be present. In almost of all cells. It should be present in almost of all cells. Ubiquity, universal, right? Next, quantity as well as quality. quantity as well as quality also be should not going to change. It means same number of chromosomes should be present in all cells of one organism. Okay, and expression is like quality expression. So this is actually criteria of genetic material, right? Let's see, let we have to notice each and every character to DNA and RNA. Let's write first one is what? A replication. Okay, here DNA and as well as RNA both are going to replicate itself, autonomous cell organelles. So simple, but DNA is replicated within the nucleus, RNA is replicated in cytoplasm. That's it. So this character both are going to perform, both DNA as well as RNA, both they are going to perform, right? Next character is stability. It is also one of the main character. Stability, structure and a chemical. Which one is the most stability molecule out of DNA and RNA? Which one is? DNA is more stable structurally. Why? Because it is containing nucleotide pairs. It means double helix structure is present. So such character is even not killed by at high temperature also. Like Griffith is done at 90 degrees Celsius also, the DNA is not going to lose its character. When in the normal condition, again these two polynucleotides come together to form of one new DNA is formed. It means that is a stability. So such character we not notice in RNA, right? And next, chemically, DNA is chemically less reactive. RNA is chemically more reactive. Why? Because the RNA is containing more amount of OH groups. So that's why these free OH groups are always active in condition they involve in biochemical reaction. Then here this information is what? DNA is closed information, they have not open stretches, right? So that's why it is chemically less reactive. Write the points. So stability is DNA is double helix, so it will give the more stable. Even at a high temperature like 82 92 degrees Celsius which is used by Griffith, at the time also DNA is not going to lost its character, right? What happened at the case of Griffith? Like DS, double stranded DNA is heated, it is become as what? Single stranded DNA like formed. Yes, single stranded DNA, right? And next time here again in the normal temperature, this single stranded DNA is again become as double stranded DNA, right? It is a stability of DNA. If you compare with the DNA, RNA is less stable, structurally less stable. Let's see the chemical nature. But chemically RNA is more RNA is more reactive because it is containing free OH groups on sugar. And here chemically DNA is less reactive, right? And one more, in DNA 80 bonds are present. In RNA, adenosine and uracil bonds are present. So due to the presence of thioamine in the place of uracil, it is also giving additional stability to DNA. The presence of the presence of thymine in the place of uracil also provide additional stability to DNA, right? Second character is finished. So third character is expression. Third character is expression. Which is more expressed, DNA or RNA? Both are generally good expressed here, but RNA it have open sequence, directly it can express. But DNA is what? It is depend upon again RNA. During the transcription, what happened? The DNA is become as mRNA, unbased mRNA, amino acids are come together to form of protein, right? It means for expression of DNA, it is depend upon where? RNA. It is depend upon, right, RNA. But both are expressed. RNA is more expressed, DNA is less expressed, right? Next one is what? Mutation. In case of mutation, here like DNA as well as RNA, both are going to allow the some little mutation. Here DNA it does not going to allow the large mutations because it is double stranded DNA. The nucleotide base pairs is not going to change easily. But in case of RNA, what happened? It is a single stranded and it is more reactive groups are present. So there is chances here easily nucleotide sequence is changed in RNA. So that's why RNA organisms are more evolved if you compare with the DNA genetic organisms, right? What you have to write the point is mutations are DNA, it allow the slow mutations because it is closed DNA, double stranded DNA, it is closed, they have no open stretches. But in case of RNA, it is open stretch, single stranded. So here and also more reactive, so that's why it allow more mutations if you compare with the DNA, right? Next ubiquity. Here it is also in most of the cell DNA is present as well as RNA also be present, and quantity also be same, right? Then this above conclusion, then what is the conclusion? Which one is genetic material, either DNA or RNA? The conclusion is both are act as a genetic information, right? But according to the one point, in case DNA is structurally more stable, which is suitable material to store the genetic information and transfer into the next generation. So in that point, in that case, DNA we can consider as genetic material. Right the point? Here both are act as genetic material, right? Okay, but here which is DNA is structurally more stable, so that's why it is a suitable material to store the genetic information, which is suitable. DNA is suitable, and which is transferred to next generation next generation with a less or minimum with the less variations. Okay, so that's why in this point we can DNA we can consider as a genetic material. Okay, next topic is RNA world. Now only we learned that DNA is act as a genetic information in case of stability, right? But now the question is, which one is the first genetic material on the earth, which is either DNA or RNA? So no doubt at all, only RNA is the first genetic material on the earth, no doubt at all, because only RNA is going to perform like metabolisms, translations and RNA splicing and number of biochemical reactions which is done in within the cell. Even in cell, metabolic reactions are not only done by proteins, it is also done by with help of RNA enzymes, right? And here RNA being as very active, it is a biocatalyst. So only due to this reason RNA is not stable, right? So and therefore DNA is found from RNA only. First single stranded RNA organisms are formed, like virus is formed. Later environment is changed. Gradually RNA containing uracil is replaced by thymine. And sugars are replaced by deoxy sugars. And when environment is changed, gradually the single stranded nucleotides are come together to form of base pairs. Double stranded DNA is formed. Once this double stranded is formed, it becomes as stable. So therefore, which is the first genetic information? RNA is the first genetic information. And how DNA is formed? DNA is formed from only RNA, right? Let's write the notes. RNA world. Which is the first genetic information? The first genetic information is on the earth. On the earth is only RNA, and it is also known as it is the first biocatalyst on the earth. That is only RNA. Why? Because it contains OH groups which are more active and reactive, which is involved in biochemical reactions. And even in cells, number of biochemical reactions catalyzed by RNA beside the proteins, right? Like RNA it perform, like RNA is perform like splicing, RNA splicing, and also ribozyme enzyme, nothing but RNA. Next, translation reactions. Next, it is also act as adaptor or messenger, or number of dynamic functions are there, right? Now this single stranded DNA, what happened? Sorry, single stranded RNA, when environment is changed, gradually single stranded RNA containing uracils are replaced by thymine, right? Next, gradually sugars, ribose sugars are become as deoxy sugars. then evolutionary, then later these two standard come together to form double standard information is formed. Now it become as what? DNA. Once it is become as double standard, it going to lead less mutation, less changes are occurred, and structurally more stable. More stable, right? So therefore the DNA is formed, or DNA is evolved from RNA only. Okay, so due to more active, the RNA is more biologically active, for that only RNA is not stable, right? So this is actually today information. Thank you all of you.